Exile. From Chris Wilson's garage to where they are today, GGG's consistent communication and openness with the community regarding their development set a new standard in the space. A connection between the player and the developer that's unfortunately been lost over time in many genres.
It's kind of crazy to think about that they made this in a garage, because if you think about it, a lot of games nowadays, they get like funding, or they get like, you know, like Star Citizen has gotten crowdfunded for millions of dollars, and they still haven't put a game out. So it's kind of wild to me that a couple of guys in a garage made a fucking video game that beats out most of the market. It's just wild.
Genres and titles. They do right by the fans of their game and are constantly delivering fantastic content. Officially announced in 2010, Path of Exile has continued growing its dedicated player base year over year ever since. In this video, I'll start from the very beginning when the studio and game were first being established, all the way to the successful launch of their game in 2013. I won't be going over every patch or how the game has evolved over the years, but perhaps in a future video we can take a look at the patch-by-patch progression of the game. I'll list off what I think are the top 3 major contributors to Path of Exile's long-term success. And at the end of the video, we'll take a brief look at how they're bringing over a decade of experience into their highly anticipated sequel, Path of Exile 2, which is set to release in early access later this year. Alright, let's venture all the way back to the beginning and dive in.
Just the graphics.
At the age of 5 in the mid-1980s, a young Chris Wilson stared longingly at the new Amiga 500 computer system that his parents had brought home. He was still a bit young, and his parents were apprehensive about allowing Chris to use it just yet. Keeping the computer away from him, however, only sparked his curiosity further. By the age of 7, Chris had already started to program on that very same Amiga 500 system. His obsession had begun. Fast forward to Chris's teen years spent at Avondale College, a secondary school located in his hometown of Auckland, New Zealand.
Let's get to the history of the company. Chris.
Yes.
Jonathan. How and when did you guys first meet?
So, at high school, there was this computer in the library that had a copy of Quick Basic installed on it. And that was kind of the, because they didn't have it in the computer labs, of course, because why would you do that? So, I'd go there in the library at lunchtime to do some programming, and this is when I was like 16 or so. And so one time there's this kid on the computer, and I'm like, hey, kind of, you know. So So I introduced myself and we were chatting. He was a few years younger than me, and so we started talking about coding, and kept in touch pretty well as I went to university. Then he went a few years later, and we were good friends, and eventually decided that once we get out of university, we're going to go make a game. We weren't sure what it was yet. And
I think we had a vague idea.
we had ideas, but it was
Inspiration for that game at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
well, we both played a lot of D2 together. So, you know, by the time Jonathan had finished university, we were pretty set on this idea.
By the time Jonathan
Everyone was
had completed D2.
terrible at making action RPGs, and we could actually make a good one, which is hubris and crazy when you're just a couple of random guys in your very early 20s. I think you were like 20 years old at the time. We hadn't had commercial game development experience. We were just hobbyists. Like, way less qualified than most of the people we hire now.
Jonathan and Chris were fast friends with a shared dream of making a game together. This was much more preferable to them than making a career out of the mundane software industry at the time. Through their love of Diablo 2, Jonathan and Chris would find the next piece of their puzzle by pure happenstance. They found their art director, Eric Olofsson.
Eric, how and when did you join this ragtag couple of guys?
Well, so first of all, I actually met Chris in a Diablo 2 strategy forum, so that would be maybe around year 2000 or so. So that was back in the day. It was harder to find out the best builds and so on. You didn't have streamers and everything back then. But then a few years after that, I got a random message where Chris was saying that him and Jonathan were thinking about, or wanted to make a Diablo-like game, and that sounded amazing, I thought. So.
Now, for context, you were living in Sweden at the time,
Oh,
right?
yeah, so I'm on the opposite side of the world.
Yeah, literally about as far as you can go.
I think we needed an artist, and we knew no one who's ever drawn anything in their lives. And Eric is an accomplished artist and has done a whole industrial design thing. He wrote a textbook that many universities use. Like, he's up there. And so I said to him, where would we find a lead artist? And he looked at plane tickets.
The Trinity was formed. Chris Wilson with his vision for the next great ARPG to fill the gap they saw in the market and scratch that eternal Diablo 2 itch. Jonathan Rogers, who knew from a very young age that he wanted nothing more than to make video games and was completely on board with the project. And last but not least, Eric Olofsson, the man behind the art and aesthetic of the game. Now what they needed was funding to make this vision a reality. Unfortunately, at the time in New Zealand, the games industry was still very underdeveloped, making investors and funding difficult to obtain.
We're lucky to have rich friends, so they've been willing to invest some money in the project to see it to fruition. It's very difficult to get venture capitalists or angel investors interested, especially in
Right,
games.
that's what I
There's
was
a mixture
thinking.
of fear and misunderstanding in the industry.
I was
That's what
thinking
they're
like
for.
if you don't have a big wow. If you don't have a big company behind you to publish your work, like Activision does Call of Duty and Diablo, and you know what I mean. When you're a three-man garage group, that is impressive as fuck that you made something that is a rival to one of the best games ever made.
Co-founder came in. That
Wow.
rich friend was none other than Brian Weissman. Weissman lives in the United States, and he privately funded the project's early development as its executive producer, believing in the vision that Chris Wilson and the others had brought forth. Brian was a pro Magic the Gathering player from 1994 to 1999. For all you MTG fans out there, he invented the most well-known control deck in all of Magic history, simply known as the Deck.
Wow, there's some commercials.
I
on
met
this
Brian
one.
in the early 2000s because we both played online role-playing games, and at the time we were playing a game called Diablo 2, a very formative game,
Beautiful.
and that resulted in a close friendship which has endured to this day.
And one interesting thing kept reappearing in our conversations over and over again. Could we in fact make a game that would be a worthy sequel to Diablo 2? Crazy idea.
Chris Wilson has an
Crazy
absolutely
idea.
insane
You,
magic.
you would think that is a crazy idea. You would think the creators of the game have had the same idea. They just didn't. What the fuck? Bro, Blizzard was like, "Nah, let's make World of Warcraft. Like, let's try and make a Diablo that's like World of Warcraft." Jesus.
Collection, and I'll have a video linked in the description for those interested. In the video, he shows off some of this collection of his, which contains some of the craziest Magic the Gathering misprints that I've ever seen. In late 2006, early 2007, the trio used Chris's garage as an office space. The first year, the guys did nothing but talk about the project and played games for further research, in an attempt to dissect what made different games so compelling, as well as meticulously going over the details of their company and laying out the foundations for their game.
Back in the mid-2000s, my co-founders and I had played a ton of Diablo 2, like thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. And as we, over time, tired of the game, we looked at other action RPGs that we wanted to try out. You know, we tried out Dungeon Siege series and Titan Quest and so on. And we played those games too and enjoyed them, but only for dozens of hours rather than thousands of hours. And so this caused us to ask, why did we sink so much more time into Diablo 2? What was perfect? What made that game the best action RPG that had ever existed? And so we came up with a bunch of design pillars that we feel a perfect action RPG needs that some of the other games hadn't quite hit in all cases.
Those design pillars are still used by Grinding Gear games today, albeit a bit more refined and expanded upon. Their unpaid research and development time that first year was well spent. Brian Weissman's funding aided in their ability to hire salaried workers and contractors, as well as rent out actual office space as the team grew. Their vision was starting to become a reality, and after much debate, the co-founders had finally decided on a company name, Grinding Gear Games. The name had a hidden double meaning which they thought was clever, and it fit perfectly. Grinding Gear Games stood for both the visual representation of the gears grinding together as shown in their logo, but the name also exhibits the core gameplay loop of Path of Exile, which has you grinding for the best gear you can acquire.
I love play on words. That's beautiful.
The small GGG team worked in secret for the next several years, not even publicizing the fact that they were making a game, not until what they had was ready to blow people's minds. In 2010, with Diablo 3 now announced and set to release in 2012, Chris and the team knew it was now or never to build hype for their game. The project was originally going to be called One With Nothing, a name which was scrapped in favor of the more epic title, Path of Exile. It was speculated that the name Path of Exile was inspired by this D2 expansion set, Lord of Destruction. And so, in September of 2010, they flew to the US to show the world what they had been working on.
Beautiful how a little line in a fucking piece of paper will create something that's epic. Like, it's very Diablo 2-esque here. In the feeling, like the looks and the flavor and like everything just has that feeling.
Grinding Gear Games and Path of Exile were completely unknown at the time, but the announcement of their game was a success. It was unique, and although not perfect, the game was well polished for its stage of development, and scratched that Diablo 2 itch for many players. Path of Exile received coverage in major publications at the time, including PC Gamer, Inc. Gamers, IGN, and more. Alpha and closed beta for the game ran from 2010 to 2013, and the team had scaled up from the original 3 all the way to 18 employees and contractors, looking to see the project through. The open beta was launched and the team was on top of the world. Things were going well for the indie developer. Very well, achieving a peak of 70,000 concurrent users and nearly 2 million signups. Their initial growth was spectacular, but maintaining those players was the issue. As their small weekly patches shifted to large quarterly updates, they started to see a rise in returning and new players. These large content updates became known as challenge leagues, which would reset the economy and bring forth a ton of new content. Leagues and expansions allowed for both experimentation for future game mechanics, and also did its job in bringing players back fairly consistently every update.
Oh, I'm spaced out. I thought that was a part of the what was officially released. I was like, there's something wrong here. This feels off. Fucking commotion.
They named me Sinner. They stripped me of my life.
Man.
But this land was a wealthy land. Bounty as plentiful as bones. There is a life here, if I have the will to take it. I will take from others. I will use others to take from this world. Or I will fight alone. I am an exile, condemned to live in fear. If I am to survive, I must do but one thing. Conquer the beast within.
Grinding Gear Games had learned a lot.
What the fuck? That just became a reality for me. Are you kidding me?
Conquer the beast within.
I was like, I feel like I've seen the background of the logo before. I just can't put my finger on what it is. It's a fucking mirror of Calandra. That's why it looks so familiar. I can't believe it's been 8 months I've played this game, but this is when I realized this is actually a mirror. It's like, what the fuck?
Grinding Gear Games had learned a lot of lessons through Alpha and Beta, and they had their fair share of ups and downs over the years to follow 1.0. But they've never lost sight of their original vision, and have always remained authentic and transparent. Both the team size and the content additions to the game have scaled up tremendously as the game has grown over the years. Let's go over the 3 things that I think have allowed Path of Exile and Grinding Gear Games to not only survive, but thrive.
I'll give you my personal 3 things that I think has made this game as big as it is now, and is gonna be what's gonna take it to the next level, which is gonna be basically killing Diablo. first and foremost innovation. They are very innovative. They are extremely smart with their content creation, so they don't just create the most necessary content to release something. They create way more content than what's needed, and then they have an array of just backed up content that can be used within a short period of time for the future. I think that's number one. I think number two is the honesty. The honesty that goes from anything from the store to presentations to leaks to everything. They're fairly honest about everything. There's no diluted pricing on the microtransactions where you have to get out a calculator to figure out what you actually paid for something. There's none of those like bullshitty, dumbass, motherfucking, egregious mentalities within the game. I don't feel like that there's any of that stuff in there. Another thing, when it comes to honesty, they provide like a really, really deep explanation of what they change within the game. There's no hidden features and stuff like that. I feel like there's no like secret changes that we don't speak about, and then release the patch, right? And the third thing would probably be their passion, the passion for the game, but more the passion for the players, right? So I think they have shown that they are much more interested in creating good content and a good game first before making money. The making money part is of course very important, because that's what's keeping the doors open and makes the gears, I was about to say the gears grind, it makes the wheel turn, right? Whereas Blizzard is a little bit different, right? Like they are more profit oriented first before anything else, and I really do feel the difference there. I also think that it's a little bit sad that they went and banned the guild that was doing the Scryan map to another map, and then you could drop divine orbs constantly, and they made like a bunch of currency. I honestly, if I'm gonna be fully fair here, I don't think that was super good, but that's the only bad thing I could ever say about Grinding Gear Games. Is I feel like that was an unfair ban, because they legitimately just said, like the leak beforehand, if there is a exploit, take advantage of it like while you can, because the second it's fixed, right? And there was some streamers, and there was a lot of other like regular people, and like a bunch of other people that took major advantage of like last league, the Acropolis League, in terms of the divination cards, in terms of the meat sacks with ghosted meat sacks. There was other tactics that was equally as broken as the Scrya card, in my opinion at least. But of course the Scrya map part was not really done by any public figures, right? There was no streamers doing it, so it feels a little bit like, since there was no streamers doing it, they just went ahead and banned the guys. So I'm a little bit sad about that. I feel like there should have been a more clear rule set, whereas either everybody who does something that's not acceptable gets banned, or it's like, if you find an exploit, you can do it until it's fixed, and then you won't get banned. Like it has to be fucking clear which one it is. It can't be one of them one of the times, and another times is the other one, right? Like, and I'm not gonna be like pointing any fingers or anything, but I'm just saying like that is unfair, and it's a little bit counterintuitive, because then there's a chance that in the future people will find exploit and they won't report it, right? Because they are afraid that if they report it, they might get banned. So that part they should kind of like unban them and be like, if anything, they should reset the stash. You could do that, I guess, but banning them is unfair. That is just not fair.
There are many more factors than the 3 that I'll be going over here, but I'm going to list off the top 3 things that I think have allowed the game to grow relatively consistently year over year.
And I'm only saying that because of the extreme issues with Diablo 2, 3, and 4, right? The people that cheat in the Diablo series is ridiculous. Diablo 2, it's all the bots. There's bots everywhere. There's not a single server anywhere that doesn't have bots on it. Then you have, and that's like loot bots that grinds specific bosses and shit to get loot. It's leveling bots that's grinding the same area for levels over and over and stuff like that, right? So that's one thing. Then you have Diablo 3, which you can legitimately edit all your gear like you used to do, like we used to do with the hero editor back in the day in single player in Diablo 2, where you could have like the craziest fucking gear. That's what you can do with Diablo 3. So you have like rings with 1 billion damage on them and like stuff like that, right? Like stupid stuff, completely modded and hacked gear. And Diablo 4 is kind of the same issue, where you can like fuck with the currency and you can do a couple of different things. It's just not. It's super bad because those people do not get banned. Like Diablo 3's leaderboards, top 1,000 is just 100% cheaters, all of them. There's not a single legit player on the leaderboards, and it's sad. It's sad. So I feel like for the future of Path of Exile, they should make that abundantly clear and then stick with whatever decision they make, right? I think personally, if it was my game, I would make a reward system. Let's say there's a bug or an exploit in the game, and you find it. If you're the first person to find it and send it in for us to fix as a company, then you'll get a reward of some kind, right? So I was thinking you could get like a ring for your a microtransaction ring that turns your character into some kind of bug or something. You know what I mean? Like something that's fucking only accessible by actually finding an exploit or a bug, and that's the only way you'll ever get that specific thing, right? Because then it becomes like a prestige thing to actually be one of the people who found one of these things, right? That's how I would do it, because then you're literally enticing people to find the bugs and send them to you as fast as they physically can, so they're fixed before anybody gets to take real advantage of anything.
First step has to be their free-to-play business model. In 2006, when they were first laying out their foundational principles in Chris Wilson's garage, this one was near the top of their list. At the time of Path of Exile's inception, they would have been one of the first free-to-play Western games on the market.
And you're using your own technology for the engine, correct?
That's right, yeah.
Right.
It was written entirely in-house.
Why'd you do that?
It was cheaper. I mean, we funded the game based on our savings and, you know, the savings of friends and family and stuff. So we had to take cheap, I guess, smart options rather than buying tools, because we just couldn't afford them.
Economical?
Yes, indeed. Well, we...
All right. Shit. Oh, okay, I'm ready, man. Whoa. Three minutes, man. I am fucking ready. Well, if you are watching, you just got a sneak peek on an upcoming video that I just got done editing, and it'll be coming out soon. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you all have a great start to this gauntlet. I hope for my own sake I don't lose my mind and I give up too fast, because I know how harsh and grueling this is gonna be. And yeah, man, I'm just ready. I'm just ready to go, man. Just really focused right now. I sadly fucked up my alarm, and so I only got like 45 minutes of sleep. It is what it is. So I am a little bit tired, but hopefully I'll make do. I have a couple of goals with this gauntlet. Hopefully we can succeed in just one of them. That would be cool. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay. All right. 30 seconds, boys. 30 fucking seconds, man. Let me, I kind of want to pull up Ben and have him on my... Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Let's see how we
Protect. Drain.
My mana is gone.
Quicken.
Oh! I forgot he could jump. Oh my god.
Entropy. Drain.
Oh, snap. Woo! What a start. Fuck. Okay. We go again.
Often silent, you stole the bounty of others. A crow that plunders our crops. A stray dog that slaughters our sheep. Orius is a land of men, not animals. Think on that, Ranger, when Rayclass shows you how to truly live like an animal.
God damn. How's it going? It's going great, man. It's going great. Let's see how we deal with this shit here. There's a lot of stuff we have to take into account here. For fuck's sake. But I set myself a couple of goals. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Still, as I said, I'm not entirely sure how well I'm gonna do. I'm not a hardcore player, so this is like not really my wheelhouse here. I have to be a little bit more careful, I see.
Drain. Speed. Guard.
Oh no, I fucked up already.
Drain.
Here we go.
Speed. Drain. Entropy. Protect.
I'm still breathing, that's a good sign.
Interested to see how far you're gonna make it. Last time we made it to Act 8 twice, and then Act... what was it? Oh, I forget. It was like... yeah, I don't fully remember how far we actually made it. We made it to Act 8 twice, I remember that. Right, we gotta...
While we live.
Oh, there's an eye.
We gotta mule some gems here.
Farewell.
Go back, and we gotta pull the character that we really want to play.
Do you think you are savage enough to face the land of the damned, Lord? We offered you truth, yet still...
The dead should remember their place.
So I'm gonna use the ranger to gain the gems I want, and then I'm gonna use this one the second I have the gems that I want. This is gonna be a tough fight though. The Hillock fight with this character is gonna be rough.
Drain.
Ow.
Quicken. Protect.
Shit.
Drain. Drain. God.
I don't know if I can do that with a...
Drain. Drain.
Might have to do this twice. Ow.
Protect.
Shit. He hits so hard.
Drain. Drain. Entropy. Drain.
I'm screwed here. Yeah, I'm screwed. We're logging. Fuck, man. This is a melee looks brutal. It does. It is. I guarantee. What the fuck? It didn't reset my life. What? Okay, we'll just use this for a little bit. Oh, I forgot. 1 second. Oh my god, I already fucked up. Let's grab the caustic arrow. There we go.
Farewell.
But yes, this on a melee character, no matter how you look at it, it's gonna be tough. It is gonna be really, really, really harsh. However, I'm not gonna be playing a melee character per se. I'm gonna use a bow. On a marauder. That's the idea. So hopefully it won't be too bad, but there's no real telling right now.
My mana is gone.
Plus, I'm a little bit tired. My life is finally back to somewhat normal, so I've been going hard on PoE again. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Quit smoking cigs and drinking alcohol, and that shit was hard as fuck. I literally just quit smoking cigarettes, and I'm not fully quit, but like I haven't really smoked cigarettes for like a month and a half now. It's just fucking harsh, man. I never really drink though. Well, I do, but it's very rare, and when I do, it's like one glass. One glass of alcohol, you know what I mean? Like a glass of whiskey or something. I can do that, but I really don't like heavy drinking of any kind. It's just not my jam. I much rather want to smoke a joint or something like that, because I just don't feel like I'm in control when I smoke or when I drink alcohol. I feel like I lose control of like my senses and stuff, and I that's not a feeling I like. I was smoking 2-3 packs a day of cigarettes, and I quit like 3 months ago, and can breathe so much better. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. Is I smoked like a pack of cigarettes a day or something like that, roughly, and just the first week, the amount of coughing, like weird black tart, I was like coughing up. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. And then I'll go for a run or something, and it's just night and day difference now from before. With the breathing part, I didn't actually realize how bad that was until I really like let go of them like that. It is crazy how much you get affected by that shit. it's really immense the amount of negative effects it has. And the funny part about cigarettes is it doesn't really give you that. When you're smoking them, you feel like you're getting a massive satisfaction out of it, and if you're like stressed and stuff, you're like, oh, I just need to smoke a cigarette and it'll be all good. But it's actually, you stress yourself out because you want to smoke cigarettes, which is so weird. No. Oh my god. I'm in slight trouble here.
The worms will have to wait a bit longer for this meal.
But yeah, as I was beforehand, I was always like, oh, I'm stressed, I need to smoke a cigarette. And then when I stopped smoking, I was like, wait, I'm not that stressed anymore. It's weird. It's because you think, oh, I smoke a cigarette, now I'm not stressed. But what you were really truly stressing about in your subconscious was smoking a cigarette. And your brain is just not registering it. It's weird that your body can like ignore something like that. Because you get addicted, right? Good for you, man. It's definitely the hardest thing. Yeah, it is. So the one thing I still think about a lot is like smoking a cigarette in the morning when I wake up, and smoking a cigarette after eating. That part, like, crazy how much I still think about that, even though it's like been quite a while since I smoked heavy. I'm fucked. I'm locking. Fuck that. Oh. Woo. This is sketch. This is hella sketch. Why is it not resetting my health though? That is kind of crazy. I don't like this, that it didn't reset my my life. How do I get it to reset my life? Fuck, man. That's a problem, actually. I can't really do much here. I'm almost tempted to make another one. Woo. Yeah. We are resetting that. Fuck.
Do you think you are savage enough to face the land of the damned, Marauder? We offered you truth. Yes.
For sure, man. Oh my god, I forgot.
The dead should remember their place.
Maybe we just stick to the start here. We kill all the enemies over and over until we get like a level or two. Oh my goodness. He's so slow. I really don't like those little guys. We need to split them up. Ah, I missed that. No. I think we have to stick to the beach for a moment. What? My character is stuck. What's happening? What? Why is he stuck? Wait, what is happening? I can move. What the fuck? Okay. Do you get like a penalty for logging out and logging back in? Wait, they all... Why didn't it... Why is it not resetting? I'm a little bit confused. I thought it would reset the... Well, this reset. Why did the other one not reset? This is slightly confusing. I don't understand. I don't... What? What if I swap servers, maybe? If we don't get a reset on the zone. What the fuck do I do? How do I get like a level or two? Okay. That's quite a problem there. Shit. Okay. That makes absolutely no sense, but okay. Oh, okay. So I literally have to get past the hillock to reset the zone or what? That's a fucking problem. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Forget the mods. Alright, less damage taken too. Oh shit. This is gonna be a tough fucking go. Holy shit. I don't know how I'm gonna do that Marauder. That'll probably take like a couple of tries to get that right.
My mana is gone.
This is taking like full concentration not to fuck this up, because one little mess up and it's instantly over. I need to see if it reset. Still not reset. What? How does it not reset the life and stuff on the... I don't understand. Oh, at least it reset the zone on this one. Okay. He's so slow. Holy shit. What? I'm pressing the wrong button. God damn.
I live to see another dawn.
Fuck me, it's gonna take me a minute to just get out of here. I'm in beach prison. God damn, Sage is fucking on point. Jesus Christ, how the fuck? Alright, come on. Can you stand still for 1 second? He was not happy about standing still, holy shit. Life and armor. Fuck, this is a problem, man. It's not gonna reset the life on this character. I have a feeling that's not happening. He's just gonna have to level that. Okay. Oh. Not 3 at once. That's a little bit too much. All right. Okay, we reset. I really wouldn't mind getting like some kind of decent drop here. That would be fucking sick. Anything to help. What? You missed that? What the fuck? Okay. it's so hot in here. Jeez Louise. How does it miss that? That's insane.
Speed. Drain.
Give me 1 sec, I need to take my shirt off. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, the heat, man. It's so warm in here today. Whew. Sweating my ass off.
I live to see another dawn.
What? Just gonna walk up and not attack them? There you go. How is it missing some?
My mana is gone.
It's missing something that's standing still. That's insane. Okay.
Protect.
Do I dare attempt to kill him?
Protect. Entropy. Quicken. Guard. Drain. Drain. Drain.
Oh my fucking god. How does he jump that close to me?
Drain.
No. Oh no 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 no.
Drain.
I'm stuck on some fucking.
Drain. Drain.
Okay. That's first step down. Fuck me, man. Using a Marauder for this is fuck. Holy shit. It's not my playstyle at all. Holy shit. Ancient Pyramid already. Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Lionized God hasn't abandoned.
There's an eye.
Fine work with. Stay sharp out there.
Okay. We gotta get the other guy to town as well. Was it this guy? Yeah. What? The fuck was that? Just standing there?
My mana is gone.
Oh, I missed that? What the fuck?
Dominus wanted me to die here. I will disappoint him.
Train. Quicken. Entropy. Drain. Thought. Speed. Brain. God. Drain. Speed. Drain. God. Drain. Drain.
Oh!
Drain.
Okay, there we go. Alright. We gotta back up. We have our mule. I feel like I'm good to start going now. Alright.
Talent line while we live. We are.
Fine. Still alive.
none of my fucking stat tabs are. Oh shit. Okay. Oops, not what I meant to press. There we go. Then we take a catalyst. Oops. There we go. Nice. Alright, we jump to the Ranger. We gotta get to level... wait a second. Let me just check the POB. We need 3 things. We need Caustic Arrow, Mirage Archer, and Void Manipulation. So we kind of need to get level 8. We kind of need to get level 8. Wow. Ah. No. No, 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 no. Oh, shit. Okay. See, this is way more my playstyle, playing with a bow. Or spells. That is like way more my style. I feel comfortable playing with this way more than I do with the melee characters.
My mana is gone.
We'll go with some damage, honestly.
That would only slow me down.
I do wish we could listen to music. I am listening to music, but like actually listen to it on stream.
That would only slow me down.
So probably one of the biggest issues will be the ROAS in the end. Like that is just gonna be so fucking toxic. Oh, there's two of them. Right. Super toxic.
Freeze!
And it had. Oh my god.
Freeze!
Uh-oh. Oh, wee.
Freeze!
My mana is gone.
No. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around.
Freeze! Freeze!
That would only slow me down.
Alright, that takes a little bit more space. Like that. Okay. Then we grab.
Welcome.
I'd almost stop. Goodbye.
Oh my god, that's a beautiful amulet. What the fuck, bro? What a fucking beautiful one. That's a perfect amulet for what I'm doing.
So. Got it. Farewell.
Okay, we need a 3 socket. Alright. We'll use that. We'll use that as well. Put that on here. Do I not have a... I do not have that. Okay.
Hello.
So we need some scrolls of wisdom. Do we get that from these? We do.
Farewell.
Use that.
God hasn't abandoned us. Hello. Be well.
Extra set of those.
Goodbye. What little help I can...
Actually, 3. That should be doable, right? What's happening? Oh no, the app stopped working. Or at least that's not in the middle of a boss fight. Holy shit, that would have been fucking bad. Alright, there we go. Oh my goodness, what the fuck?
What little help I can offer is yours. Be well. What little help I can offer. While we live, we are blessed. While we live, we are blessed.
Oh, we need one more. Fuck it, we'll just have to sacrifice that one. And then we grab one more life ring. Boom. Okay, we should be good and ready.
Take care.
Okay. I had an amulet. That's level 4. Fair enough. There we go. And then we move on. We should be good now. Hopefully. Hopefully. I need that right now. Just the way it is.
My mana is gone.
Yo, I feel a lot more confident now that I have a bow in my hand, even though we are on a technically on a melee character. Get that water. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Mm. Oh. There's two flamey guys. Uh-oh. Ugh. Run. Run the fuck away. Oh my goodness. The fucking pressure. Oh my god, I ran out of space for my mouse there. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Oh. We kind of want to go to the other side first. How did I fucking miss that?
Freeze!
My mana is gone.
Freeze!
I cannot carry this.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. can we drop? We can drop that and that and that. Actually, we'll take that one as well. Yep. Okay. I feel rather confident right now. Ben is level 36. Wow. That's wild. That man is an unstoppable force. Jesus Christ.
I'd almost... Farewell.
Okay, so we'll put that aside, that aside, that aside, that aside. Put that aside. What a fucking axe. Look at this axe though, what? That's actually kind of sick.
So,
Goodbye.
I feel like I'm putting that aside just for right now. Oh, for fuck's sake. What does those actually... If I sell one of those?
Take care. Yes? God hasn't abandoned us.
I need to buy another... No, did I put one aside? Oh, I did. Okay, fair enough.
Welcome.
Quick check. Do we have a 3-link? Green. No, we do not. Alright. I need to check the other two.
Still alive, are we?
Oh. There we go. That's a 3-link.
Farewell.
There we go. We grabbed the 3-link. Boom, boom. All right. But level 4, not enough, right? We have to be level 8 to get void manipulation. Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, I felt the pressure killing Hellick. Holy shit. That was fucking terrifying. That was actually terrifying. This is where I kind of wish we had a little bit of the PoE 2, where you can like use your second hand and like make a skill usable on your second hand. Fuck, this is a problem. So I could have like a shield and shield charge on my second hand, and it would just automatically swap. That would be fucking, and oh my god, would be so nice. That's a feature I wouldn't mind them putting over here, honestly.
My mana is gone.
Still have to get around to playing PoE too. Oh, you are... Well, the first league was really amazing. This last update, Dawn of the Hunt update, that was terrible. I'm not gonna lie. That be glad you didn't play that, because there was just an abundance of issues. And we are the QA testers right now, so it was quite rough. I'm not gonna say it was a very fun experience, because it certainly wasn't. It was just one of those situations where they made some unfortunate mistakes, man, and it really affected the entirety of that league. The first league, though, or the first season, was absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love that, and I'm a massive, like, even though that second season was kind of bad, I'm still a big fan. Like, I'm not gonna give up on that game. I truly believe that's gonna be a sincere rival to this game, but it'll just take time. It won't be something that happens before the full release. Like, in early access, I don't think we should expect it to be anything in the it won't be perfect, right? Because it's just simply, there's so much stuff that needs to get tested and tried out before the game is actually good. But it's a good foundation we're starting on. If we look back on what PoE was back when it came out, and we compare that to what PoE 2 is, I think it's a good foundation to build upon. But it's certainly something that needs building upon until it's before it's really good. But the potential, I see the potential. There's massive potential for something absolutely phenomenal that'll be basically the next step in the ARPG genre, if you ask me. They're implementing a bunch of stuff that's kind of new and outside of what you normally see. So I'm really stoked for the future. It's just, I think we need to take it with a gram of salt in the early days here, and just give them some space to figure it out, because it's a work in progress for sure. But man, does it have potential. It has so much potential. And when it comes to PoE 1, yeah, they're really good devs. They are really good devs. There's no doubt about that. Like, compare that to Blizzard, for instance. It's just night and day. It's night and day. Like, Blizzard is lost. Like, that's a company that's not gonna stick around for like too long, if you know what I mean. Well, it's not that it's gonna die, but it's just, if Diablo keeps going the way that's going, if they keep going down the direction they've gone in, the Diablo series will die. That is pretty much certain.
Exile, over here. Let's have a word, eh?
We are not fucking with any of the mercs in the early game, because extra projectiles, less damage, extra damage. Oh, that's a recipe for disaster. But no, I truly think that Blizzard are shooting themselves in the foot by treating the community the way they have been treating them lately, and it's sad, man. I don't know if you saw the video I uploaded. I watched or reacted to the Frosty LaRue video, and that video goes to really show you how bad it is. The whole power situation, right? Like, it's just all they have to offer is, oh, this league is monster power, boss powers. Next league, it's fucking whatever powers. The next league is ever it's vampiric powers, and now it's gonna be whatever powers. You know, it's just the same exact thing, and we just change the colors and the text a little bit, and then we call it like basically a new invention. It's polishing a turd, in my opinion. That's what it is, nothing else. I'll check it out later for sure. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, but that was a rough one, because he just made a video honestly pointing out how much of the same shit they've been rehashing for the past 8 seasons. It's been the exact same theme every time. It's just changed the name and the numbers a little bit, the colors a little bit, but it's the exact same thing. It's just another set of powers, and it's just there's no progression in terms of developing the next big thing in the ARPG genre. And if you look at what Diablo 2 was, it was the biggest step that we have had in the ARPG genre ever. They invented most of the systems we know today, like having rare magic and unique items. Who invented that? Diablo did, right? Like Diablo 2. There's just so many aspects of Diablo 2 that you see in like Path of Exile, for instance, or like nearly like even like Last Epoch and stuff like that. You see all of these things, crafting, like all these basic things that we take a little bit for granted. We don't really necessarily think about where they come from per se, but it's all from Diablo 2. Every single thing is from Diablo 2. So how can you make a game and invent all these systems and create all this extreme, like just perfect ideas, and then you have the perfect base, and afterwards you just fuck it up. The next, like Diablo 3, they fucked it up. Diablo 4, they fucked it up. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get the mentality behind that. Like, why not continue the idea that was started? It makes absolutely no sense to me. I skipped out on D4, but they really like 4-man Greater Rift pushing the first few seasons. Yeah, I don't necessarily mind that, and I played like the first 8 seasons of Diablo 3 hard, like really crazy, right? And I definitely had my enjoyment, but I still feel like they fucked up a lot of things in that game. Like there's so many things that was just not good. And I played like, I don't fully remember if it was 7 or 8 seasons, and then after the 7 or 8 seasons, I took a break until season 25 or 26. I jumped back in because it was Diablo 2 themed items that you could find. There was like the Grandfather and Oculus and like other Diablo 2 themed things that you could find, and I was like, okay, let me jump back in, see all the new stuff, try all the new bosses, do all the new things. And to my disappointment, there wasn't really any new things like that. It wasn't really like a massive amount of new stuff that I hadn't tried yet. It was just a bunch of the same shit that I already done before, and then just some new items, right? And some new pets and whatever the fuck. I feel like that is so weak of a company when it's like $1 billion company, right? Like, how the fuck? What have you done? Like, what have you been doing with your time, right? Like, you have not been using that time to develop. It's not like GGG, where they, even if they aren't like per se making anything that's specifically for a new league, they just keep making stuff and then put it in the war chest, and we can always dig the chest up later and use something that we have designed, right? That's the mentality. So they just keep designing more and more content, create more and more bosses, more and more ideas, and it just never ends. And when you do it like that, then you're basically like you're pushing towards the future, I would say, right? Like you're basically making you're constantly evolving your ideas because you're making it, and now you can't make something that because it's already made, right? Like so now you have to come up with something new. Whereas in Diablo it's the opposite. They just make a thing, and when they made one thing or like one idea, they just stick with that one idea and they never fucking move on from it. It's so bad. Mind you, I got Diablo 4 for free from Blizzard on PlayStation, right? Like it was free on PlayStation Plus last month. So of course I grabbed it, and collectively I've now played 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's how long I could play the game, until I was so bored that I just literally just turned it off and I didn't turn it back on. And I haven't really played it since because it's so boring. I started up, I started playing, I'm just immediately about to fall asleep. Like I'm having like a really fucking hard time keeping my eyes open because it's like just that boring.
While we live, we
It's not good to say that about like something that's supposed to be a new game. Man, that sucks. That really fucking sucks. I wish they would, and especially one thing that I really don't like is all the lying and like saying shit that's really just not true. For instance, with Diablo 4, they said, we have taken the Diablo 2 recipe and we have based the entirety of this game on Diablo 2, and that's how we're gonna like that's like we're making it with that mentality. And I'm like,
stay sharp.
I open up the game, I start playing it, and I realize, wait, what part about this game has just a slight resemblance to Diablo 4? Or to Diablo 2. There's like no Diablo 2 feel in it. It's just Diablo 3 and Diablo Immortal reskinned and rehatched, and it's like there's like nothing in it. It's I'm a little bit lost for word on that whole situation because I don't even really know what to say other than, instead of trying to satisfy some freaking like some investors by getting big numbers the early days because they're playing off of our nostalgic when they say they're gonna make a Diablo 2 themed Diablo, right? Like an actual Diablo game, and then you put out a Diablo 4 and there's not even like Diablo is not even in the game. There's no fucking Diablo boss. Like what are we playing here? It's insane to me. I cannot believe they did that. There's so many things wrong with that whole situation, man. It saddens me so much because it's one of my absolute favorite games.
My mana is gone.
It's one of those things that you like. It grew up with me, right? It was like it would. What can I really? Well, it's kind of like another. Like it's like Superman, right? Or like Spider-Man. You grow up with the cartoon and these stories, and they're amazing, and then all of a sudden they just decide to shit all over it and make it like not what it was. Which, man, I don't know why you would do that. It just does not make any sense to me. I don't have any decks. Right, fair enough. it's just so sad because they had the recipe for success, and then they chose to shit on it instead. And yeah, they promised so many things and just didn't stick to what they promised at all. The same goes for Diablo 2, right? They put out Resurrected, and they promise us, oh, we're gonna keep updating it, we're gonna keep giving you guys new stuff to do every season. There'll be new stuff, don't worry. There's 120 rune words, we haven't even put them out yet. That's what we're gonna do over the next many seasons. And what did they do? They gave us new stuff for 2 seasons, then Diablo 4 came out, and then it's like Diablo 2 Resurrected didn't even exist anymore. Like, why would you come out and say stuff like that and then just completely go back on your own words and like just completely shit on it, and then expect us to like be happy about it? You know what I mean? Like, there's just no chance that a true fan will be happy about that. There's no way. Everybody is gonna be mad. Everybody's gonna be sad. Everybody is gonna have like an opinion on it. And if you go, that's one thing that's really crazy. If you go start looking into the numbers, right? The fact they gave it away for free on PlayStation for all PlayStation users, that really goes to show how deep how deep down in the shitter the game is, because they need the numbers to go up, because at the moment it's fucking flopping like crazy. No one wants to play it. Even the people that I know, like all the guys that I used to play with, my team that I used to rock with, we used to be like at the top of the leaderboards every fucking season, and they played the first couple of seasons on Diablo 4 and they were like hooked on it, and I was like, I played a little bit and I was like, hell no, I'm never fucking playing this shit again. It's terrible. It's probably the worst Diablo I've ever played.
My mana is gone.
Which is sad to say, man. I hope they fire 90% of the people in charge of Blizzard. I really do, because it's not a problem with the developers. I bet you the developers aren't really the issue here. I think they have plenty of good talent that has good ideas, but they're getting shut down because they much rather want them to focus on creating microtransactions and doing that shit instead of creating good content. It's so sad to see. Especially, oh my god, I'm almost walking into a trap there. Holy shit. Nah, but it's so sad to see, because they really, as I said, they had the potential to make something that was outrageously good. And in my opinion, the biggest flaw with Diablo 4 is itemization. It's the rehashing of the exact same idea over and over and calling it a new league. But when you see something like Path of Exile, when it's a new league, it's an actual new league, right? Like, it's actually a bunch of new mechanics, bunch of new stuff. Nothing is really like just exactly the same as it was before. Everything changes. The meta changes. The build change. Everything changes. And I respect that, because that means that the player base comes first, and then the money and that shit comes second. And I truly still think that Path of Exile is making a lot of money, even though they aren't like putting it in Diablo 4. When you open up the store and shit, it like, or not even open up the store, you're kind of like getting forced into it. Like they'll like, you have to like press no to go into the store and stuff. It's just, I don't like that. Imagine if every fucking 30 minutes, you had to like press no, I don't want to go into the microtransaction store in this game. That would be holy shit. That would be bad. That's why we keep coming back. Exactly. It's because they provide actual new content. It's not. Imagine if every time it was just. Settlers was like kind of a perfect example of. Like, okay, you get settlers and then it's like necro settlers. And now it's like settlers with something else. And then it's settlers with this one thing. You know what I mean? If that was how it went, like so many people would fucking stop playing the game. But because it's like, no. Okay, Settlers was the city was great. It was so good that now it goes core and it just stays in the game and it becomes a part of the main game. And then we build upon it and make a new potential mechanic that might become a part of the core game, right? Like. People might like it so much that they want it to be like just how the game is because it's such a good idea what they did. I don't feel like that's something that we see with Blizzard anymore at all. And after watching the interview with David Brevik and Chris Wilson, it really became obvious that because he was not holding. Well, he was holding back a little bit, right? Like, he wasn't just shitting on them or anything, but he made it fairly clear that Diablo, the way it used to be, that's gone. That's done. That's over with. It'll never come back. Simple as that. It'll just never get back to that. Which is sad, right? Like, that's fucking really sad. I do gotta watch myself here a little bit. Holy. Uh-oh. Those little explodey things are kind of sketch. Oh my god, he's ES. For fuck's sake.
I cannot carry this.
Another thing I find really sad about it is I even wrote them like an endless amount of messages telling them, like, giving them ideas, telling them what was wrong with stuff, pointing out things that was like not great with Diablo 3, right? Like, I spent probably like a couple of 100 hours just making like lists of things that should change, or things that are wrong, or things that are like unacceptable, like, you know what I mean? And they haven't listened to any kind of feedback from the community in any kind of way. It's just been my way or the highway, basically. That's how they've been treating us for years, and it's so sad. And I feel like with GGG, it's like, okay, they cook up some ideas that are like overcooked and it's like not great. And if you don't do that, you'll never hit the good ones either, right? Like, you have to kind of just experiment and do crazy shit and do all that shit. And then you just take out or add to whatever is good or whatever is bad. But they haven't done that with Diablo. They just It's like make money. If you don't make like X amount of money, but then just stop making stuff, right? Like just don't do anything else. I truly would love to see if we could get GGG to a point where they make enough money to where they can just buy the IP off of Blizzard for Diablo, and then they create the next Diablo in the line. So they own Diablo and they have Path of Exile. That would be absolutely insane if that happened. That would be a dream come true, honestly. I trust them way more than I do Blizzard. And I don't say that lightly. Another thing is I never really spent money on microtransactions per se on like games. I'm not like a big, I don't really do that on Call of Duty and all these things. Like I don't really spend money on that shit. Every now and then I might, like for instance with Call of Duty, we had the every year you get a new Call of Duty, right? But when you get the new one, if you buy like the Ultimate Edition, then you get to you get like X amount of the card points, so you can then spend them in the store. And I always did that. I always bought the Ultimate Editions. So when they kind of like, because that's Activision, which is the ones that own Blizzard, and they went the same way. Call of Duty used to be one of my absolute favorite games back in the day. Black Ops 3 was fucking Jesus, that was like such a good game. And they ruined the game completely with microtransactions, with pay to win, with all these bullshit things, man. And it just took all the fun, it sucked all the fun out of the game, and it made it all about how much money can they grind out of their pocket. And that just doesn't make for good content. But yeah, so I had like 10,000, or maybe I think it was even more of those fucking card points, and then they put out the Warzone thing, and I spent like, I don't know, 5k on random shit. There was some stuff they put out where I was like, oh, this is a cool character, I'll buy him. They had like Rambo as an actual Rambo character, right? Like Sylvester Stallone, and it sounded like his voice and everything. I don't know if it actually was his voice, but it sounded like him. And you could, it was just mad cool, that character. So I couldn't help myself, I had to buy it. But after a while, like I would say like half a year, I got so fed up with it. It was so bad. Especially the pay to win part, that was terrible. Because what they'll do is they'll put a blueprint out for a weapon, and then the blueprint does more damage than the actual weapon does normally. So if you own the blueprint and you use the weapon, you're doing more damage, which is so stupid. Like, fuck, man. They had like, you could like buy a skin, and then you start the game with a UAV, and you can see where everybody is. Like stuff like that. Like, it's just totally pay to win. It just doesn't have no. I don't feel like pay to win has a. Should have any kind of space in any kind of game. If they really want that in mobile games, I guess I'm cool with it, because I don't play mobile games, but I still feel like it's so uncompetitive. And if you do it in something that's competitive, then it ruins the competition immediately. There's like basically no competition now. You didn't know about that? Damn, it's even worse. Like, Diablo Immortal is even worse, right? Diablo Immortal is so pay to win. I don't know if you saw Quinn play it, but Quinn spent $24,000 or something like that. It was like $30,000, I think, to get a gem. Like $30,000 to get a max level gem. Are you fucking kidding me? And then later down the line, people started data mining and like all that shit, and they figured out how much it would cost to max out one character in Diablo Immortal. $750,000. That's fucking a mess. That's almost a mansion you can buy for that shit. And that's what you have to pay to have a maxed out character? Are you fucking joking? That should be illegal. There shouldn't even be a... The fact that nobody has gone to prison for that is crazy. In my opinion, that people should go to prison for that. Especially when it's like marketed to children and stuff. Fucking unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Another one is like Pokemon Go. I used to be a massive fan of Pokemon Go in the early days, back when it was fun. But it has become extremely pay to win now. And I used to play it with a couple of people like from my city, from my town. And we would like meet up and go out and catch the Pokemons and play together and battle each other and all kinds of shit. But after a while, I just got so fed up with it. I spent so much money on that game. It's stupid. Like that's the only game I've spent like a crazy amount of money on. And I absolutely regret it. I wish I had never done that. But it was fun in the early days, and then it just completely took off in a direction that I just cannot agree with. And now it's like ridiculous. One of the people that I played with had spent like, I think he spent like around $10,000-15,000 on the game now. It's insane. He's spending around $200 a month, every month, and he's been doing that for like ever. It's insane. He's probably spent way more than 10k now. Back then he'd spent 10k, right? Like back when we played. And we would travel, like go to Italy or go to like whatever, just to catch Pokemon that only spawned in that country. So we would literally go for a week to another country just so we could catch the Pokemon there. Like that's how fucking addicted we were to it. And they still do that now. And it's been like, what, 6-7 years since it came out? Maybe even more? That's insane. Imagine how much money they've made on that game. That's fucking ridiculous. Because it doesn't take that much manpower to create the graphics for it that they sell, right? Like it's just a piece of graphical content. It's not actually it's not a real product. You know what I mean? It's not something you can hold in your hand. It's not a Coca-Cola or like, you know, it's fucking crazy. The most I spent on the game is this game. How much did you spend on this game roughly, if you just had to give it like an estimate? Like over 1,000, or are we talking like 5,000? Or are we talking like 500? You know what I mean? Like 4,000, but it's that's over many years. Then that's not like that's I would I think, how much did I spend on this game now? I spent I think I spent around yeah it's 14 years old now or something like that. So that makes sense to me. If you've played it for 14 years, that would totally make sense. But if you told me you played it for 6 months and you spent 4k, I would say that's aggressive. That's a little bit on the aggressive side. And that's how Diablo Immortal was. People were spending like $100,000, $200,000 in the first month or a month or a half of playing the game, which is fucking insane. I think I spent around 300 on this game so far, and that's including PoE 2, right? Yeah, around that. And I might spend more on it over time, but it's just yeah. I probably wouldn't spend that much, you know what I mean? Just because I feel like once it's very limited per se. Like once you've bought all the stash tabs you want, and you buy like a handful of like armor sets that you really like, then it has to be like, okay, they put out some kind of new supporter pack that has something that you just can't live without, then like I see like, okay, then I'm gonna buy it, right? The Quinn video was hilarious. That was crazy. That shit was insane. I still can't believe he spent that much money on it. I would, even if I'm like, of course he's like making a fuck ton of money streaming, right? Like he's able to take the expenses and like get them out of his taxes and stuff. So it's not like he's actually like just pulling out the money, spending it like that, you know what I mean? But still, I wouldn't even do it if I had that opportunity like he has. I wouldn't do it, just because I wouldn't support something like that. If I support it, then I'm a part of the problem, I feel like. I show everybody that it's okay to spend this kind of money. I don't like that, because people are gonna copy you if you're like a public figure and you do stuff like that. People will copy and do what you did, because they'll look at it and see, oh, I wanted to do that too. Like pets for my hideout, holy shit, nice. Yeah, like I get that. I totally get that. And over a if you've done that over like, let's say 5 years, right? I wouldn't say that's insane. That's fair. And it's also a question about what do you feel like the game is worth, right? Like how much do you feel like you got out of it? If you feel like you got $4,000 worth of time out of it, then it was worth the $4,000 in my opinion. But if it's like Diablo 4 and I spent $1,000 on it and I play it for an hour and 40 minutes and then I fucking fall asleep and I can't play it no more, then the game wasn't even worth the $70 it cost to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It's literally not worth the money. This is my favorite game I've ever played. I totally agree. Like, this is probably also my favorite game. It's a tough one for me. Like, it's certainly my favorite modern game that I've ever played, for sure. But do I like it more than I like Diablo 2? It's hard to say, because I played Diablo 2 for 25 years, so I would have to play this for 25 years. If I can play this for 25 years, I would say this is my favorite game. Which I think I can, honestly. I think I can play this for the next fucking 24 years, no problem. And of course, I'm not 100% sure here, but if they keep going the direction they have been going, then for sure, 100% I'll be able to play this forever. Wait, what level am I? 8, and I'm in the 7, so okay. Oh, we get Dex here, so we need to take that. Because we need dexterity. There is no chance I'm playing Diablo 4 or Diablo 3 for fucking 20 years. Hell no. I played it for like a year and a half and I was almost sick of Diablo 3 to the point where I couldn't play it no more. Diablo 4 I played for for an hour and 40 minutes, and that was plenty for me. I was ready to quit. I really want this bow. Bow. Throw these away for now. So do tend to measure the success of a game off of how much I can get, like how can I go away from it and still come back to it like a year or two later and be enticed to play it again. Kind of like GTA 5, right? I still to this day play GTA 5 every now and then. Not often anymore, but it's such a good game. It's impossible for me to not come back from time to time and just play and like check out all the new stuff, because every 6 months you know you're getting like a crazy new DLC and it's free. You can just, if you have money within the game, you can, like in-game cash that you earn in-game, not something you have to buy anything, but like then you can easily like come back and play it again because there's so much new stuff. I literally just came back and found out they put in a bunch of new vehicles, a bunch of new missions and heists and all kinds of shit, a bunch of new police vehicles. There's now where you can get the police outfit online, of course. It's just an endless gift that keeps on giving. And it's been going on for 10 years. It's probably why it's the most successful entertainment product in the world. I really wish Diablo 3 was playable offline. Yeah, that's another thing. It's crazy to me that they didn't have an offline mode. Or at least just have a solo self-found league, because the fucking cheating in that game is so rampant. It's so insane. The hacked items, the bots. It's so bad. And it's been going on forever, right? Nobody stops it. The entirety of top 1000 in Diablo 3 on console is all cheaters. There's not a single legit player. And they don't get banned. It's the same people every league, every season. Same exact people with the same exact cheat items. Perfect gear on day 2. Perfect ancient gear on day 2. Legitimately, every single piece is ancient. And from a perspective of somebody who played it legitimately, I would have like maybe 2, maybe 3 ancient pieces at the end of a season that was like actual perfect for the build I was playing, right? Where like you of course you get more than that in like just random pieces that are not something you use, but to get every single piece, like you just know they cheat. And I spoke to like 30-40 people that was on the leaderboards, just randomly invited them to a party and then to a group chat, and then was talking with them to ask them like, why do you cheat? Like, why do you, is it really, do you find it fun? Is it exciting? What is it that makes you want to do that? And funny enough, they all said the exact same thing. Every single one of them said, well, I really didn't want to cheat, but if I want to compete on the leaderboards, everybody is cheating, so if I want to have any chance of being a part of it, I have to cheat too. When everybody is doing it, I have to do it too. That was literally the answer I got from every single person. And that's just crazy to me. That it's so bad that people literally normally legitimate people who would play the game legitimately, they literally come to a conclusion where they realize, like, if I want to play this game and I have any type of competitive, I have to cheat, because the top 1000 is all cheaters. What the fuck? That's really, really bad. Cop out answer? It is, like, per se, you could say it is, but on the other hand, it's also like kind of a, what do you call it? Like it's it's basically like, what's it called? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck's sake. Like, it's like Tour de France, right? If you want to ride in the Tour de France, you have to be on doping. Like, there's no rider in Tour de France that doesn't use doping, right? That just doesn't exist. Because everybody is doing it. So if you want to do it, like if you want to take part, you have to cheat. What the fuck? There is a point where it's not, like, where it's more so on the creators or like the people in charge than it is on the player or like the participant. Because if it's just like everybody is doing it, then I get it. Like, if you want to compete, then you have to do it. It's just, it sucks. Especially if you don't want to do it, but you still feel like you want to be competitive. Then you get forced to do something that you technically didn't want to do. I think, personally, probably 60% to 80% of the people who are doing the cheats and shit would honestly not mind if people got banned and they like removed the possibility of cheating. I think they would still play the game after that. 100%. Yeah, you're right, it's shitty. It is shitty, man. It's just sad. It's sad and it's shitty, and it should not be like that. It's just how the world works nowadays, right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's a game or if it's the stock market or it's like, it really doesn't matter. Like, once people understand how to cheat the system, they're never gonna stop doing it. They'll just continue doing it, especially if there's no repercussion. It'll never end. And that's why we have like an economy and stuff like that that looks the way it does now. It's because the big corporations, the big fucking, you know, like, what are they called? What's the name I'm looking for? The hedge funds, all of those guys, they don't play the same game that we do on the stock market. If you invest in stocks and shit, they can literally move the needle just by investing, right? Because they have that much money to play with. So yeah, it really just fucking sucks, man. There's no ethical billionaires. That is the most fucking true thing ever. There is. My dad always told me, if you want to be filthy rich, you have to steal the money from somebody. Just so you know, you don't get filthy rich unless you took the money from somebody else. Money always comes out of one person's pocket into another person's pocket. That's how it goes. Blizzard just only cares about money. It is the only thing that moves them towards something. So and that's what I was saying in the video I made like a while back on Call of Duty and like on Activision in general, and on I actually also made a video on Ubisoft, because Ubisoft is the exact same way. It's money, 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 and then fuck the consumer. How can we best fuck the consumer and get all the money? It's yeah, man. It's just one of those weird things where we as a society have to make the change. Like, we have to not accept what's going on in order to change things, because otherwise nothing will ever change, right? It'll just stay the same forever. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. What? I'm level 8. I can't buy. There's no. What? No, first no. Okay.
Goodbye.
I just finished my chess piece for the next build. Oh shit, that sounds sick. What's your next build? Maybe I can determine it from just looking at the... Oh my god, that's beautiful. Holy shit. That is fire. Yikes. Oh, it's perfect. Oh my god. That's so sick. Holy crap. That's beautiful. That is absolute beauty. That's one thing I really like about this game. Because with Diablo 2, the crafting system, it's a 25-year-old game, so of course you can't really expect the crafting system to be as intricate as this is. But this crafting system in Path of Exile is so insane, the way they thought about everything. I feel like there's not a... It's like there's every way to do something. There's always a way to do something, and you can always figure it out. If you're just willing to spend the time researching, you can always figure out a way to make something happen. I really love that. I find that so intriguing.
Hello.
It's just so nice. I got damn lucky with the chests. I YOLO annulled, Exalt a T3 and a T. Oh, that's sick. That's so sick. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love those. Fucking love the YOLOs. I did the same thing with my my Berserker armor. That shit is... Wow. I got so lucky on that one too. I used a base with memory strands on it, and I upgraded the memory strand thing, and it upgraded the tiers on some of the mods. That shit was... Fuck, man. That was so good.
Farewell.
When it hits, the dopamine is unreal. It is. It's absolutely crazy. It's one of the biggest dopamine hits you can get in any game. Is like in Path of Exile. Sometimes I get up and walk around in my... Yeah, I get that feeling too. You hit something crazy, I get out of my chair, I'm standing up, I'm like, what the fuck? I was opening stack decks on day 2, or was it day 3, in this season, and hit an apothecary right away. I freaked the fuck out. I was like, what the hell, bro?
Stay sharp.
No way. There's no fucking way. Wait, I cannot find the void. Oh, I have to do it on the Ranger. Oh my god, I have to do it on the Ranger. I forgot. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Let me swap to the Ranger.
Hello.
that one. We need... Oh, we just need to
Farewell.
move on then. Okay. Holy shit, that's so good. I would have freaked out too. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Or when I dropped the mirror shards the other day. Bro, I freaked out. That was so crazy. And it was so unexpected too. I did not expect to drop mirror, like, at all. In my mind, I wasn't even thinking in that direction. I was just grinding for the challenges, for the 40-40 challenges, right? And then randomly did Harbingers, and I was like, fuck, man. It drops me mirror shards for real? And for once, the sound didn't bug out, so I actually got to upload a video where you can hear me freak the fuck out. Never got shards, but I've gotten 2 mirrors. Oh my god! I got the worst. Like, I got mirror shards in. I got a mirror shard in Necropolis League. The one fucking time I don't do the Harbingers, where I was doing Breach, and I had Breach Scarabs in, and back then we had that one Harbinger that they nerfed, the Harbinger one that said that you, instead of always dropping shards, it would be orbs too, it would drop full orbs. And then of course I drop a fucking mirror shard, the one time I don't have the orb one on. Jesus Christ. I was really happy to get it, but fuck me, I was sad that I didn't. I wasn't playing the Harbinger strat at that point. Fuck, that sucked. I could have been a mirror man. Holy shit. So I haven't found one yet. I was really hoping I would find one this league, because I've been going pretty freaking hard. But, oh, holy shit. But even though we didn't get a mirror yet, I should say, because there's actually still time for that. Last league I made 2.5 mirrors just from grinding. I got a full mirror just from ships. In shards, of course, like not in a whole mirror. It was like, yeah, it's like 2 or 3 or 4 shards at a time. Would have irked me. Yes, I was so sad about it that I didn't. And all because I wanted to get level 100. If that hadn't mattered to me, I would never have done the breach situation, but because I really just wanted to hit level 100, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do breaches all day. And then, of course, it spawns one Harbinger in the fucking map, and that one Harbinger drops a mirror shard. What the fuck is the odds? I hope I get to drop a mirror at some time, though. It will happen if I keep playing. I'm fairly sure of it. But this league has been, I've done the most juicy content I've ever done this league, like the Abyss strat, Alva strat. Both of those are like crazy juicy. I'm pretty much at a mirror right now, like in terms of value. Ooh, that got really sketchy really quick. Oh my god. Wait a second, let me pull out the... Let me update it to see. What? How the fuck did we drop 144 divine? I'm so confused. How did I drop that much? There's no way. Oh, right. It's only telling me I have 48 divines. That's why. That's not true. That's not true. It's because I put up a trade for Faustus for 140, 150 divine. That's right. That's right. I just have to wait and see if the trade goes through. I was buying mirror shards. That fucked my head up for a second. I was like, what the hell did I do today? Was I really that tired? Okay, so I haven't gone down. It's just that the trade hasn't gone through, or I haven't checked if it went through. I don't think it went though. I was expecting them to drop a little bit in price, so I put the price a little bit lower than what it was at the current time of playing. We'll see if it goes through or not ever. If not, I'll just swap and then buy them a little bit more expensive. So basically, I'm at like 1,000 divine roughly. Which is pretty fair. With the 240 divine invested into the Berserker and 60 divine into the Occultist. It's funny how I spent 200 and some divines on the fucking on the Berserker, and it's like just not even in the conversation when it comes to how good the builds are. You can't compare that to the Occultist. The Occultist is just ridiculous how good that is. It's one of the best builds I've ever played so far. The only thing that I feel like beats it is the Ice Nova Frostbolt that I played last league. And the only reason I say that is I invested like a mirror and a half into that build, so that's why it's roughly a mirror and a half. So that's why it was so good. It wasn't like it's basically not even in the conversation. If we are talking builds that cost under 100 divines, then for sure the Occultist is like the 100% like the best thing I've ever played. I love the Occultist. Yeah, the Occultist is crazy. That's my first time playing it too. I've never played Occultist before, so I was so like just of course like I was like beyond what like it was wiling my brain how good it was. But honestly, like the real thing that's great here is the way that Lance cooked up that build, right? Like he actually cooked up a build that is so good. I cannot believe that he made that. Like, I'm so impressed with his skill in terms of build creation. That is just ridiculous. That man is respect, man. That is like I fucking respect people who have that kind of talent when it comes to build making. Like I made a couple of builds on PoE 2 that was like my own builds, but Well, I wouldn't say nothing like that because technically I did make one build that was like kind of like that. I made the 50-ish Divine Blob Mage that was ended up being like super popular. Like a lot of people copied and played that build. Holy shit. I didn't get no credit for it though, but like a lot of people made that build. Holy shit, it was so good, man. 60 some million damage. That was ridiculous. Just one shot every single Uber in the game. It was instant one shots. I turned so many people onto that shit. They saw me play it. They asked me like, "Oh, what's the build? How did you make it? What is it?" And then I just sent them like straight to my YouTube. Just go check it out, man. Everything is there. That's probably why I got so many views. People were loving that shit. Holy. It got pretty popular, honestly. I didn't have decoy totem. Oh, I should have bought decoy totem. Oh, that hurts. Fuck, man. I just picked up a pair of rare boots that looked like they could have been really nice. Oh. Oh, no. Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Build makers fascinate me in this game. Yeah, me too, man. I could not do that in this game. Well, I probably could, but it would take me fucking forever to come up with something. But with PoE 2, I'm in from the ground floor, so I'm getting to like understand a lot more about a lot of the skills, a lot of the tree and stuff. Like before there's like 100,000 different things to choose from. So I'm learning it like as things get added, right?
Farewell. What?
Shit, man. I actually did not expect to die there. I was like I was not thinking clearly. Fuck, man. Actually, we have to restart the Ranger. There's just no way around that. Yeah. We need that fucking gem, man. Shit. Oh, wrong. We gotta hit that one.
Swift and silent, you stole the bounty of others. A crow that plunders our crops. A stray dog that slaughters our sheep. Our age is a land of men, not animals. Think on that, Ranger, when Rayclass shows you how to truly live like an animal.
God damn. That sucks. I did not want to start over. Ew. Ugh. I did not fucking want to do this. Eek. Yikes. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. Just bad timing. Bad fucking timing. And me not paying 100% attention, and I'm a little bit tired, and oh, should have paid more attention. For fuck's sake, what am I thinking? God damn.
God?
Forgot to swap the fucking flask around. Uh-oh.
Drain.
I'm still breathing. That's a good sign.
God damn it. Man, that sucks. Fuck's sakes. Shit happens.
Fine work with Hillock. Stay sharp out there.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
I've seen Lionel. God hasn't. Oh.
There's an eye.
Should have paid more attention to what I was doing. I got a little bit complacent because I was playing on the other guy, and he feels a little bit more safe. That's the problem with not being a hardcore player in general. It's I fall into the trap of thinking I'm playing softcore, and I can just like run without having to think too much about it. I really have to like change my mindset here to be hella focused on not doing that. Damn it, man. Ooh. Oh my god! It stunned me. No way it stunned me that bad. I'm too tired for this shit. This is gonna end really, really bad. Oh my god, this is gonna end terrible. Let me just, I need to see the boots that I sacrificed my life for here. Oh no, I had all kinds of shit on that. At least it didn't have movement speed. At least it didn't have movement speed. I don't feel so bad now. Oh, for fuck's sake. I guess I can just go without it for now. Damn. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, man. I'm having a real hard time keeping my eyes open.
Farewell.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying my best here. It's not going well. Oh no. Yeah, we really do need that shit. Fuck.
While we live, we have
Is there a way that we can buy it? Let me just look up and see if I can buy it somewhere. Is it gonna be Act 2 probably? Nope, we have to do the ranger. Shit. There's no way around that. There is no way around that. That fucking sucks. Well, back making a new ranger. Oh, wrong one. Jesus Christ.
Swift and silent, you stole the bounty of others. A crow that plunders our crops.
Oh.
A stray dog that slaughters our sheep. Our Earth is a land of men, not animals. Think on that, Ranger, when Rayclass shows you how to truly live like an animal.
Man. That sucks so bad. Make sure I set everything up right this time. Move this one over here. There we go. Well, I guess we're getting a bunch of ID scrolls. Shit. Free ID scrolls. I guess by the end of the gauntlet, I'm gonna be really good at killing Hillock. Oh shit. Fuck's sake.
Quicken. Drain.
My mana is gone.
Protect. Drain.
I'm still breathing. That's a good sign.
Well, at least it's getting easier to kill him. It's not too bad now. God damn.
Line, farewell.
Oh, there's an fine work with.
Fucking hell. I did not want to die right there. That was bad, bad, bad. Absolutely bad, bad. Oh, let me just put those in the stash. There we go. Oh my god. I'm yarning. I'm fucking. Oh my god. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. Now I'm not putting the right skills on the bar. Oh, I'm fucking up so bad. Jesus. I wish it didn't start this late. I might have to go take like a break for a couple of hours and get some sleep, man. Yeah, 5-6 hours sleep. I've been up for shit. Fuck me. I've been up for so long now. Holy shit. It's 3 o'clock, so that is 20 hours. Yeah, I've been awake for 20 fucking hours. And I only got 40 minutes of sleep. Because I fucked up the alarm. I accidentally set it like an hour and a half earlier than what I wanted to. Bad idea. Oh my god. Yikes. Oh. Ooh. Watch out, I'm not falling. I'm closing my eyes all of a sudden. Without thinking about it.
My mana is gone.
When I'm getting this tired, sometimes I accidentally close my eyes and think I closed them for like 2 seconds, and then in all reality I had them closed for like 15 minutes. I open my eyes, I'm like, oh okay, I closed them for 2 seconds, and then I look at the time, I'm like, oh shit, did I really have my eyes closed for 15 minutes? It's not good. It is not great. Holy shit. Fuck, man. Good luck, man. Yeah, I think I gotta go to sleep. I think I gotta go to sleep too. I'll give it like a little bit more and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Try and see if we can get at least just the next level here. And then I appreciate you coming by, T, man. That was fucking awesome. Hella awesome, man. And I'll definitely be on tomorrow too, so we'll continue the success or failure or whatever we should call this. I don't know yet. I took that fucking straight to the dome. Holy, hit me right in the forehead. Sleep well, man. Sleep well. Oh, I'm just thinking about sleep right now. I'm getting tired. Jesus.
The worms will have to wait a bit longer for this meal.
Holy shit. Can't believe him this time. Well, I can't believe it. 20 hours awake is gonna do it to you. I'm an old ass man. Can't be doing that shit. It was no problem 20 years ago, but now? Oof. Oof. I need to sleep at noon and at night. Oh shit. Oh, 1 second. I wanna. Oh, no. Oh my god. That was the wrong time to do that, I guess. Let's just do that real quick. What the fuck just happened? wanna check in on Ben. I wanna see what Ben is doing real quick. Oh hell no. Oh, I thought he was doing his fucking... Okay, that makes sense. That's not... Okay, he's not that far. I was about to say, that's crazy. I thought for a second he was doing his Uber lap. Fucking... There's no way. Ah. Holy fuck. How the fuck is he doing that much damage? What the hell? That's crazy. Oh, they changed the boss. Fuck. I gotta turn away from this because it's a massive spoiler. I don't want to watch that. Alright, so they definitely cooked up new boss fights too. Fuck me. I don't even know what to expect now. Holy shit. No. Oh, you're kidding me. I had to put that on real quick. Fuck me. Holy shit. is the fucking problem. We are screwed here. 100% screwed.
Freeze!
My mana is gone.
Freeze! Freeze!
Oh, I'm so screwed.
Freeze!
Make it, make it, make it. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Freeze! Freeze!
That would only slow me down.
Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Well, I think I might have to call it here so I don't fall asleep all of a sudden. That would be horrible.
Welcome.
Alright.
Stay sharp.
Jesus Christ, I'm pressing purchase. I don't want to purchase. Oh, I'm putting it in here. It's not where it's gotta go. Wait a sec. I may just get rid of some of this shit actually. Swap that for that. Alright.
I'd almost stop. Goodbye.
Alright.
So, got it. Farewell.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, yep, yep. I can jump on here and just empty out my ships and then we go to bed. Oh no, they've been captured. Well, good thing I went to look then. In fact, they only made it one map before they got captured. That sucks.
You've got a bit of treasure to fetch.
That sucks. Right.
Why are you helping these colonizing bastards? You in it for the money, eh? Amateur! Death take you! Die! In my sight! Archers, release! It's over! It's over. Pathetic. Put him down. Set you ablaze.
What? Oh, of course, my loot filter is fucked. That's what happened there.
The runners have brought back some interesting things.
All right, I was doing that. Right. Alright, never mind. Put that right there. My neighbor just came home from downtown. They've been partying, I can tell.
Could really use hail. This one will make great dust.
Whew. Shit, I can barely see straight. Fuck me, I'm tired. Right, that was it. Alright, guys, I appreciate you for going, like, wow. Jesus Christ, I'm stumbling my words too. I appreciate all of you for coming by. I hope you all have a good evening, good day, whatever it is for you. And we'll catch each other later after I got some sleep, because I definitely need it. So, yeah, I hope you all have a good one. Laters.